What's good, everybody? This is Y and Z, a conversation between the generations. Between generations Y and Z. Hey, it's all on the title. I represent the Y. Jay Clark is the name because we are the greatest, aka the Millennials. That other generation over there, different. Generation Z, represented by our very own young brother, Xavier D. Lewis. How are you, sir?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? And this is the day before Halloween, and I just wanted you to do me a favor. Step outside real fast. It's Christmas time in the city. I don't think y'all are hearing me on this. Thanksgiving, it's a holiday. It's a
Are we
day.
really doing this again
Halloween is
already?
a day.
Sir,
But the season,
you did this
it
last
is
week.
Christmas time in the city, in the country, in the hood. It's Christmas time all over.
But I'm gonna need you to
Thank you.
taper that down because folks are struggling. This is going to be an interesting holiday season.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest? The best part about the Christmases that we grew up with wasn't the fact that we was balling, but it was the fact that the things that we hold near and dear was not even the gifts. Maybe, just maybe, this year we can get back to that essence.
Put a pin in that. We'll get back. Yeah, y'all still ain't even really got the true. We'll get when we get closer to the holiday season, and we'll see how things are going. Cause, whew, yeah, in the airport over the weekend, traveling for homecoming.
Ooh.
Made sure I got out first thing Monday morning because nobody was trying to deal with that. The weather. Oh Jesus, when I tell you.
Yeah. I know that weather in the Northeast right now is like peak weather.
Oh, it didn't. It
Please tell me about it. I'm jealous, honestly.
mid 60s was the
Oh.
highs of the day. So I was out there just hooded and layered and amongst a sea of beautiful black people at the Mecca known as Howard University. Again, the greatest in my life because it's the greatest homecoming on this planet. Your favorite rapper has rapped about it, but it's okay. We don't need to go there. It was a good time. It was a good time. I'm old though, Xavier. I'm old.
You found that out this year?
Oh, sir, fully have crossed over. Um,
Some things was going on, and you was like, not on these sacred lands.
bruh, the turn up began. Okay, good times. And I'm a pro at this. We seasoned. We know the pacing.
You know when to do what. Yes, sir. Understood.
Consumed a fair amount of
Hmm.
spirited beverage apparently on Friday, and not to a point of getting drunk. Was never drunk.
We
Like
too old for that.
too old for that, but consumed a fair amount. To where Saturday morning, I almost died about 4 or 5 times. And I was like,
Ooh.
wait, time out. I went to bed late, yes, but was nowhere near inebriated like that to be feeling like this morning. I am old, sir. Um,
I'm telling you now, even in my young years, I was at the ripe age of 20. I died in DC.
oh, I've
Washington,
done
DC.
DC a lot. DC has claimed many of my
Ooh,
lives. Yes,
you
sir.
know, let's just go here for a slight second. DC, shout out to you. You
What you used to
you
be.
throw you
What
know
you
how to
used to
have a
be.
great time.
What you used to be. Yes, we sure could. Sure could. There's a reason. There's a reason Drake was rapping about Stadium. There's a reason your favorite rapper was talking about Club Love. Yes, because the turn up
This
was
is a great
real.
time. But honestly, I think, but there's a key point of what you said. I feel like some millennials don't know it's their time yet.
No, 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 no. We fully recognize our time because we was
No,
all out.
no, no.
We was
I
all out
think
there talking about
maybe the higher echelon that went to Howard understands. You're the
it.
higher echelon of the blacks. You went to Howard
Well,
University,
I mean, this is true. The Howard, the illustrious
the
Howard.
Howard University.
Yes.
But I feel like there's a group of millennials that don't want to let it go.
I mean, there are folks who had a good time. Like I said, there are folks who had more of a good time than who weren't as hurting as I was. They're a little on the younger side, but because I don't drink like that anymore. Like it was just consistent. But it was that I know how to pace myself to enjoy these things throughout the day. It was just a very extended stretch that I guess the amount accumulated in that time.
Of course. Of course.
Woo! Saturday was rough. Saturday was rough. Had to pull
Yeah,
myself
and I always tell people
together.
this. Sometimes people want to go so hard on Friday that they are no good on the day of homecoming. And I experienced that in undergrad a lot. Like some people were
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
I've
I
been
can't
there myself.
move that
Yeah,
Saturday,
you
you
know,
know.
youth and inexperience. But hey, that wisdom had me back in the game that afternoon. Trust me, was out
By
there.
the time, second quarter rolls around, I'm fine.
I was
I
good.
might not catch kickoff.
I was good. Was out there back once again for the. And I heard some interesting comments. It's funny being at you young ones are interesting, Xavier.
What you say? What you say? What you heard? What you heard in the
First, okay,
grapevine?
so first of all, I I took the gaslit, whether it was true or not. Don't give a damn. Walking into a party, right? Wearing a throwback, like kind of track jacket with the scrunchy at the bottom. So I got it zipped up. It's a little chilly, you know,
Right?
but this shows off the waist, shows off the. And the brother been in the gym.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So walking in, a member of your generation, younger generation.
Yeah.
I heard the comment, no gut, no man titties. You know, that's a dad I'd like to fuck. I just took the gaslight, kept walking because I don't need that trouble. But head was on swole. Just makes you feel good. Makes you feel good. As an elder at homecoming, just was like, okay,
Let me
let's
say
go.
this. While I am not a Gen Z woman, I am a Gen Z man. And I'll say this: the issue that some Gen Z men are dealing with, it's how Gen Zers don't want other Gen Zers.
Every generation gonna have that. I say that's
But
an
I feel
argument
like with
I
my
see.
generation, there's a big part of the population that's like that. I feel like in other generations, you had a small, I'm not gonna even say small, but you had a moderate amount of individuals who were like, nah, nobody that's around my age older. Or some people that were just like, oh, nobody that's my age younger. Okay, we're not gonna talk about them. But I feel like in Gen Z, it's an extreme amount. And I mean, I'm also the point, like, do I blame them? Do I blame them for wanting the millennial men?
You're like I'm trash. I know I'm trash. Yep,
Because
I'm saying
most Gen Z men, oh Lord Jesus, we got to get it together, guys. We losing a war here. They're
it.
going after the
Well,
dads.
no, what's fun? No, what's funny is so other side of that argument is it was me and a couple of our generation. We was talking, and along similar lines, we're like, you know what? Never really understood your financial capabilities at this level. Like, and not that any of us are rich, far from it, but just understanding. No, we're now the ones who's like, okay, yeah, I understand. We got some little money for homecoming. It's a completely different experience. And so like the other side is like understands like he was like, I ain't mad at him. I understood why. It's you got a different kind of money. And it's like, yeah, it's a little bit of a different kind of money. Bills is paid. I got a little more fun times within me.
Right. It's not like immediate post graduation, but it's a little stretch from when you graduated to the point where now you're at least stable. You don't have to worry about coming to homecoming being
Hopefully.
like, I'm
Hopefully.
spending bill money to go
Yeah,
to
no, yeah, that's
homecoming.
that's the hope. Yeah, that's the hope is just, because
Because I feel like once you want that, at least that first 5 to 10 years after you graduate, you're almost slightly making a sacrifice,
you grinding.
trying to ball
Grind.
out at homecoming,
You
trying to be
grinding.
something
Yeah.
that you're not.
Yeah, you grinding.
You
It,
grinding at that point.
it wasn't even
But
balling out
once
though.
you potentially hit that 10-year mark, now you're like, whoa, this is a level of homecoming I ain't never experienced before.
It's that comfortability of it used to be, hey, 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 what we scrounging up for a bottle of liquor. We gotta go for that middle, no, that top shelf, no, we gotta go for that middle shelf. No, no, okay, no, hey, this handle gotta last all weekend. to now it's like, yeah, I will get a bottle. And not just what's the on sale bottle or what's a special price or what's the
Nah, you
super special. It's
going
not.
for what
That's
your go-to is.
that's the one I enjoy. That's the one I like. Ah, quick transition. In fact, let me put you on some. I discovered a new drink this homecoming. Because I enjoy peanut butter whiskey. Peanut butter whiskey is a good, you know, it's a good whiskey to sip on. Problem is, I'm not just sipping on liquor straight through homecoming. I want to make it,
Of course,
just
of course.
that's a lot. So I was like, okay. Unfortunately, I hit up good old Chat GPT. I was like, what the hell can you mix with peanut butter whiskey? And, and
I'm telling you, bro.
it gave you
Gotta
the
put chat in there.
it gave you the standards. Chocolate milk, some coffee, and I was like, hell no, ain't nobody about to be on that dairy out there. No. But then
That part.
the final suggestion was like apple cider. I said, and it broke it down. It was like the
It's
buttery
the
notes and the
most
nutty.
wonderful time of the year.
Didn't trust it at first, but I was like, let me try this out. So I went to the store next door, got me a bottle of some apple cider. I said, okay. Took me a sip. I said, this all right. So let me put you on to something. Go get you some peanut butter whiskey, some apple cider. That is my new fall beverage. I'm telling you,
It's
I can sip on
the
that.
most wonderful time of the year.
That's
Do you
why.
hear what I'm saying? You're able to pair a theoretically warm beverage with your
Well,
libations.
I haven't tried it warm
You
yet. I
can't
wanted
do
this.
this midsummer.
This was like the bottle on the shelf version. Like this wasn't the one.
Even then,
I want to try it warm because I'm like, ooh, no, at night and maybe add a little more spice. Yeah. Ah, mm.
with a nice cinnamon stick,
Oh, it could work
just
real well. If that chill is coming down to Texas this weekend too. I
crazy enough, I
might.
met a young lady on TikTok. Hold up, I want to shout her out. She does like these wine pairing like TikToks. Ah,
With your meats and sauces and all that kind of stuff.
no, 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 no. She's just like putting black people on the actual like wine and not just the cheap stuff. Man, let me find her name. Let me find her name. Let me find her name. Let me find her name.
Do,
I
do,
just
do, do.
because she was talking about a salted caramel type of wine kind of situation, and I was very
Um,
intrigued. Bam,
I try it, but I try it, but
her name is Sharia, SHERRAWILLAMS. TikTok. Make sure to check her out.
oh, yeah,
But
we
she
gonna
was
tag
even
him. We gonna tag him.
tag her in there. The thing is, she was actually like putting people on to like these new like themed wines for the season. You know what I'm saying? For what you can do, and I'll even say it to this point. This is just a perfect time of year to
Oh yeah,
try out those different. I mean, it's
you gonna get
you
some good,
out
nice
there,
ones. Yeah.
even if you're not a pumpkin spice person, this is just gonna be a heavy like caramel time, apple cider time. You know what I'm saying? It's just a
Mold and some deep, rich, them.
deep, rich
Yeah.
cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
You get your
Vanillas and
maybe if done correctly, you even know how to pair a little sweet potato in there, a little nutmeg. You know what I'm saying? It just goes well. So I'm telling y'all, I keep telling y'all,
no, but you can
it's
stop it
the
though.
most
You can stop it.
wonderful time of the year.
It's Y and Z, a conversation between the generations. We thank you for this has been the longest intro we might have ever had. We just went right into it. We thank you for any time you spent with us. Like, share, and subscribe. Um, let's get into some shits and giggles as we just continue the conversation this week because we're not getting to that crazy stuff. Although, side note, um, be careful next time you go to the back home in Mississippi. Did you see that story about them monkeys that escaped from the tractor trailer that crashed? And they've been
Man, let me tell you
experimented
something.
on, so they got COVID and hepatitis B. And, they caught some of them, put them down, but I think there's one still out there. So be careful
Let
next
me tell you
time.
something right now. If a monkey come around Mississippi, you better hope somebody don't shoot it and then cook it up in the
No, you
stew
gonna
the
be
next
eating
day.
that? You ever see the
Oh,
movie out?
I'm
Yeah.
not. I ain't no monkey.
You ever see the movie Outbreak?
Man, no. Yeah, just I mean, let's be honest. And even then, let's go here.
Oh Lord.
Just be careful all around, folks. If we have any Jamaican listeners, be safe.
Yeah,
We're
prep.
looking out for you,
Ooh,
truly,
ooh.
because it's not a joke right now. You know
That's
what I'm
yeah. That
saying?
that storm is tearing through. So definitely, yeah. Thoughts, prayers,
Most
all
definitely.
all of that too. Not to say the tourists. We don't want nobody, but definitely the folk who got to live like the tourists. You gonna
I'm
get out.
talking the tourists. Come
We
on now,
want you
you can
safe,
cancel your
but
trip, reschedule your trip for next year.
or they're the ones who are batting it down. Like yes, we hope everybody's safe, but you gonna be flying out home. It's the folk who live there, speaking that patois. That's
Bois,
that's the ones we
patois.
worried about.
You're going to get to plantains, the plantains, not plantains, plantains.
Yeah. So stay safe out there. But yeah, to some shits and giggles real quick, because can we talk about can we talk about your girl,
No,
Janelle
no,
Janelle Monet?
no. This is a peak millennial member.
Okay, facts. My girl, fine, my girl, Janelle Monet, who is apparently time traveling, and
Oh,
and
oh.
she's a big fan of David Bowie, and that's no secret,
No
And
secret. Literally no secret.
it's right in there, no. But apparently, homegirl been time traveling, and has been backstage in her time travels watching David Bowie. She been time traveling to David Bowie concerts. Um,
Yeah. I just want to say, let's come here first. Janelle Monet's breakout song was Tightrope. People loved her. The updo, the black and white. And then she just kept releasing music.
this the music is fine.
Not bad music,
Yeah.
but she released a like her true self. And I'm not sure if mainstream media was ready for that yet.
First off, back in my day, mainstream would do what mainstream would do because they wouldn't print this ish. This was the type of stuff you saw in Star magazine when he was checking out from the shopping mart. I need to know what is she smoking? Because
But this, the article we're referencing is from BET.com. I want people to
yes,
understand this. This is
yes.
BET, Black Entertainment Television.
Well, we all know
Dot
the black
com.
is gone from that. But anywho, continue. Been gone for a while, but continue.
I mean, there's no lies there either. But it's like the essence of you're so right. In your day, this type of article wouldn't have gotten as many eyes. But I feel like with Gen Z being such a diverse audience and major, media platforms wanting to engage everyone, we're now posting and writing about things, blogging or whatever, however form of media you want to call it. I think we're just doing it's irrelevant.
Do you even believe that's possible?
To what?
Time travel.
No, no. You know what I do believe is possible?
What?
He got a hold of some great drugs.
It's the only answer. Because the
It's the only answer. If we would have heard something like this 20 years ago, you would have had people saying, where are the drugs? Nowadays, people are literally saying, hey, she might be on to something.
no
No, she's not.
ti time travel is the one thing is one of the ones I can never buy into because mathematically it's impossible.
And don't get me wrong, I love Back to the Future. It's a cool movie, but it's a movie,
They do it in Star Trek.
fictional.
They do it in Star Trek all the time. But here's your major problem with time travel. One person cannot have all that power. Okay, let's just have some fun because why not? Okay,
Oh, let's go down the rabbit hole.
let's
Let's go.
here we go. Let's accept and let's take a movie like Back to the Future. Cool. Premise: time travel is real. A doc has built a DeLorean time machine, and you know somebody like Tim Cook or that Tesla guy has mass produced it. So there's a
That
there's a
Tesla
DeLorean
guy
time
is
machine
crazy.
in every garage with the premise of Marty going back in time and literally having the power to change the future for everybody. Okay, you can't have that threat going on simultaneously. Two
Thank
people
you.
cannot have you cannot have multiple people doing time travel trips at the same time then because you can't be having things possibility being changed all willy-nilly or two people go back make changes don't fix them they both coming back to different places and what about I it's there's too many.
I'm gonna be honest. You're basically explaining the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 3.
Well, no, you because
Because the multiverse theory says in the Loki series, if you watch Loki, if anyone ever traveled or anything like that, the major change branches off a whole other reality.
yeah, but the problem is for who like you can have concurrent realities. I believe in alternate realities or whatever. You can have concurrent realities running in all the different stretches and have come from possibly the same time point and all the and it's literally all the different decisions and all the different people can make like that's you can't have stones coming into them to change them. It's just the
Mm,
map of all the possible different decisions and possibilities, but they can't play with one another and interact. That's where the system then just breaks. Because then essentially
mm,
we are truly all in our own individualistic experiences to the point where it's your universe and your universe only, which we know is not the truth.
right.
We are in a shared experience. Yeah, whether that makes sense or not, whatever. But yeah, whatever she is
I
smoking,
like I like where you're going with that though.
whatever she's smoking, some good shit.
But I mean, let's be honest though. After Tightrope, if you didn't realize that Janelle Monet was an avid drug user,
Oh, nothing wrong with that either.
we don't have a problem with it. But we're just saying, like, are we really gonna like this? Are we taking this claim as truth?
Like, come on now,
Let's be real here.
come on.
And this is a prime example of that small subset of millennials. Follow me, follow me, follow me. This is an example of that small subset of millennials that was so gung ho on not being like the established system to the point where even the like how most millennials were revolutionary and they were all about being extreme. That was the whole like major time of the 90s and doing things in such a new way that was so different from the decades before. You then had a subset of that group that was like, even what they're doing in the mainstream is not extreme enough. And so we get the Janelle Monets of the world.
Oh, you've always had Janelle Monets of the world. The media would be like, no, this is crazy. That's why it's in Star magazine.
Exactly. But there was still a great deal of millennials that was like, eh, they're not extreme enough. Hip hop coming into the mainstream is not extreme enough. It's not extreme enough. We need to go further. We need to go deeper than that. And I feel like the pleasant middle ground is neo soul. I feel like those were people who were like, we haven't gone deep enough. Let's develop neo soul. We're there. Because do not deny it. You always feel like, neo soul individuals, they did their fair share of drugs, but not heavy drugs. They were never like heavy addicts, but they smoked enough marijuana to be like, yeah. But the Janelle Monets, she's smoking more than marijuana. I rest my case.
Have you ever heard of the movie Happy Gilmore,
Who hasn't?
starring Adam
It's a
Sandler?
It's a great movie.
Okay, Groot. Good. Good. You know, the end. Wait, no, did I say what movie did I say?
You say Happy Gilmore.
Okay, nope. Wrong movie. Billy Madison, starring Adam Sandler.
Haven't watched Billy Madison.
Okay, he's the son of, he's essentially the heir of a hotel type. You might actually enjoy it because his father is a big like
This is
hotel
crazy.
thing. And he's a school dropout. So in order to inherit his father's fortune and the business, he has to go back to school and essentially complete every grade in 2 weeks, starting from like kindy. It's hilarious. It's Adam Sandler in the 90s. Like
Of course,
this is Adam Sandler.
we love Adam Sandler, by the way.
There's a hilarious culmination of things at the end I will not spoil. But one character makes a statement after a another character is asked a question and gives a long, thoughtful explanation that appears deep and insightful. And that character simply states that might have been the dumbest thing he had ever heard. And we in the audience here are all stupider for having listened to you for that. I have similar feelings about whatever it was the fuck you were just talking about, sir. It's Y and Z, a conversation between the generations. If you got nothing else, sir, would you like to pick your jaw up? You got a response?
You know, I'll say this. This is just a prime example how the millennials are taking advantage of the freedom that a Gen Z base has given them.
What freedom is that?
The freedom that a Janelle Monet time traveling to see David Bowie is now a major article. This would not have been possible in the early 2000s, where the millennials were the base. This most definitely wouldn't have been possible
Your
in the
perceptions
90s.
about culture are just kind of off sometimes.
Hey, I have to try to fight for my generation with the lens of positivity. Because at this point, I don't have much fight left.
Did you ever have much to begin with?
All right, guys. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Once again, it's Christmas time. Put your Christmas trees up. You know, someone made a great point today. Well, not every, but most Thanksgiving episodes and sitcoms, they have a Christmas tree up in the background. Thank you. Make sure you got your Christmas trees up for Thanksgiving. Do not, honestly, November 1st, go ahead and start bumping Mariah Carey. She's officially thought off on Halloween night. Bump your Mariah Carey early November 1st morning. It's a Saturday morning. You know what? While you at your house cleaning your house, and I hope you are cleaning your house because your house is nasty. Thank you. Clean your house and bump some Mariah Carey Saturday morning, November 1st. Thank you.
No, no,
We're
no, no,
here.
no, no, no. See what you need to bump during this holiday season as we get out of here is that good old Mahalia Jackson needs to be Christ in Christmas because we need Jesus. Jesus talked about feeding the children and the hungry. We need Jesus this holiday season.
And is this the baby boomers in Gen Z right now?
Hey, that's a classic Christmas album. Say what you want. Say what you want. That Mahalia Jackson. Why you got me talking about this? Anyway, that Mahalia Jackson Christmas album made me think of my grandma. So just it just put me in. Yeah, grandma. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it gave me that. Yeah, just that like that warm grandma hug when that come on the playlist. And no, I am not playing it yet. Shut up.
Let me just say this: Mahalia Jackson did have a very robust voice.
Let me
It's
just.
very disheartening that potentially most of my generation does not know who that is.
Oh, that is
It's very
that is
disheartening.
that is just it's just
And
black
don't get
and
me wrong,
soul. Just black
most
and soul. Just
let's be honest, most white people didn't even know who she was. But to think that Gen Z African Americans do not know who Mahalia Jackson is, as if she was not the soundtrack from a voice perspective of the civil rights movement. It's crazy to
I
think.
mean, hey, yeah. One of MLK's favorites.
If
So
Mahalia was there and Martin Luther King was about to give a speech, Oh, she sang before
So
he
yeah,
did
so
it.
yeah, Gen Z, here's your challenge. If you don't know who Mahalia is, here's a perfect time to get introduced. Find Mahalia Jackson's Christmas album. It's
I'm telling you, today is
oh,
October 30th,
it's fuzzy,
Saturday,
but it's
November
warm.
1st.
It's warm. It's
One day
good.
from now, thaw Mahalia out.
I'm with I'm Jason Clark, and I endorse that message. It's Y and Z, a conversation between the generations. Jake Clark 787, Xavier Deagles. Once again, we appreciate you for this wild ride. Any ride with Gen Z is always wild, but we try to navigate those waters as best as we can because, like at homecoming, we've done this before.
We
We
just
got
talked about
experienced.
a millennial who time traveled. Have a great night. Goodbye, y'all.